Two professors teach different sections of the same course. One professor, Dr. Easy, has a reputation for being an easy grader. The other professor, Dr. Hard, has a reputation for being a hard grader. The division chair suspects that any difference may be due to more upperclassmen who are better prepared take Dr. Easy's class, while more underclassmen who are less prepared take Dr. Hard's class. To test her hypothesis, she matches students between the two sections' own class year. She leaves out students who don't have a match in the other section. Then she compares students' final grades. Based on the data in Table 3, what conclusion can be drawn? Okay, so we have a situation here where we have two professors and the division chair is matching students to test her hypothesis. In essence, what she is doing is pairing students to compare their grades. Our null hypothesis in this particular case would be there is no difference between the two professors. So to test that hypothesis, we would use a t-test paired sample means. So we go to Table 3 and we see the data, and we just simply compare the two between Dr. Easy and Dr. Hard's class. Dr. Easy here has 16 students and Dr. Hard has 16 students, and we can start comparing the grades. So to do that, we'll go up to Data, Data Analysis, and then we go to t-test paired two sample for means. I'm going to move this over here out of the way, click OK, and I'm brought to this page where we're asked to input our variable ranges and to go to variable range 1, that will be Dr. Easy's course. So I put my cursor on the first item in the data set, click, hold, and drag down over all the items, release. Then I go to my second variable, which is Dr. Hard's course, put my cursor in the first data item, click, hold, drag down over the numbers, and I have that variable range entered. My hypothesized mean is going to be 0. My alpha level is 0.05. I'm going to put my output in a new worksheet, so I click OK, and I'm taken to the new worksheet. I'll widen my column so I can read it a little easier. I look at the means, and we'll notice just right off the bat here that there's not a whole lot of difference in the mean scores. They're very similar. But again, we need to check our t-statistic, our calculated t, to see how it compares with our critical value. So we take a look at our calculated t, compare that to our critical value from the table. We'll notice that the calculated t is not greater than the critical value. So since the calculated t is not greater than the critical value, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis says there is no difference in the grades, therefore we fail to reject that, and we assume then that there is no significant difference in the grades between the two instructors.